Well, the minimum wage in Russia is $340 a month. I mean, it's impossible for anybody to live on that. It's just insane how any developed country could expect anyone to live on $340 a month. Oh, wait, that's the United States. Now, what are you talking about? Yeah, of course, because the federal minimum tipped wage is $2.13. Now, of course, everybody's going to come in and rightfully so explain that, with tips it has to go up to $7.25 and some states have higher and so forth. But the reason I'm quoting this is because all the trolls who replied to your comments are like, yeah, but the Russian minimum wage is blah, blah, blah. First of all, the Russian minimum wage means even less than the American minimum wage because the Russian minimum wage is only used for statistics and pensioners. And again, I've already discussed that pensioners have a problem. But almost nobody in Russia actually makes minimum wage. Most people in Russia make factors higher than that. And none of that, but in Russia you get free health care, almost free child care, affordable public transport. So when you factor in all the other things, job for job, for the average, especially skilled workers, especially when I'm saying skilled work, I mean like plumbers and those sorts of people and teachers and general people, not high-tech workers. All high-tech workers can be as well, because high-tech workers are actually paid quite a bit here. You can do actually better off in Russia because it's all the expenses you have. Plus, of that tax, you know what the employment tax is for most people in Russia? 13%. In the United States, it's much, much higher. So I've tried to have these discussions intelligently numerous times, but it's always flooded with trolls. And I made another video that's like, yeah, but then Norway has a zero minimum wage. Zero. And no one comes like, Norway, so yeah, but the minimum wage in Norway is $0. All it shows is that you have no clue about economics of other countries. You cannot apply how America works to other countries. It just doesn't work. Again, let's bring up healthcare, public transportation, education debt. Russians typically don't have an education debt. You know why? Because for most Russians, university is free. And for those that it isn't free, it's very affordable. And you know who has some of the highest housing ownership in the entire world? Yeah, Russians. And you'd be like, oh, but they live in tiny apartments. Okay, which is better, living in a small apartment or living in your car? Not to mention, let's compare about how people who live in New York City. I'll take a Russian apartment over how many people live in New York City or in your car any day of the week.